Hello and welcome to our channel. Today is day 32 and today we are going to focus on strength work through yoga. So we have a flow which will make you work on your upper body, which will give you strength in your upper body. So let's begin. Come in tabletop position. Now from tabletop, let's go into Adho Mukha Svanasana. 5 breaths in Adho Mukha Svanasana, that is also known as downward dog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now come forward in plank and go back in downward dog. 1. Come forward in plank. Go back in downward dog. 2. Come forward in plank. Go back in downward dog. 3. Come forward in plank. When you come in plank, come on toes. Go back in downward dog. 4. Forward in plank. Back in downward dog. 5. Come forward in plank. 6. Go back in downward dog. Come forward in plank. Go back in downward dog. 7. Come forward in plank. Go back in downward dog. 8. Come forward in plank. Go back in downward dog. 9. Just one more time. This is really warming up your shoulder. Come forward in plank. Go back in downward dog and rest in child's pose for 5 deep breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now again we'll go for forearm plank, also called dolphin plank, dolphin pose. So keep your forearm down, and now we will do the same movement but in forearm plank. Let's go. First come in forearm plank and go back in dolphin. 1. Come forward in forearm plank. Go back in dolphin. 2. Feet remains at one place. Come forward in forearm plank. Go back in dolphin. 3. Very good. Come forward in forearm plank. Go back in dolphin. 4. Forward in plank. Go back in dolphin. 5. Come forward in plank. Go back in dolphin. 6. Come forward in plank. Go back in dolphin. 7. Come forward in plank. Go back in dolphin. 8. Come forward in plank. Go back in dolphin. And last time, come forward in plank. Go back in dolphin and relax in child's pose. 5 deep breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now lift yourself up for downward dog, but this time in downward dog just keep your thumb on the floor. Rest of the fingers stay in air. Rest 4 fingers will stay in air and stay with thumb on floor. Very nice. 1, 2, 3. Take your head inside. 4 and 5. Now keep the palm down and go forward in chaturanga. And again go back in downward dog. Come forward in chaturanga. Go back in downward dog. Come forward in chaturanga. Go back in downward dog. Now come forward in chaturanga and hold for 5 breaths. 1, 2, you can also do this with the knee down. 3, 4, 5. Go back in downward dog. And we shall do this 2 more times. Come forward in chaturanga and hold for 5 breaths. 1. Keep the knee down. 2, but don't stop. 3, 4, and 5. Go back in downward dog. And last time. Come forward in chaturanga. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we'll relax in child's pose for 5 deep Ujjayi breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now again go back in downward dog position. Now from downward dog you have to jump and come forward in malasana outside your palm. Ready? Start. 1 and stay here for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3. Stay in malasana for 5 breaths. 4 and 5. Now jump and directly try to go back in chaturanga position. Yes. And now again go for downward dog. So we'll repeat this 2 more times. Jump and come forward in malasana. Stay here 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now jump and go back in chaturanga and downward dog. Nice. Now last time, jump and come forward in malasana. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And go for chaturanga, downward dog, and relax in wide-legged child's pose. Open your knees wide, even wider than the mat, and stay for 5 breaths over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now lie down on your back for next vinyasa. Take your both the legs back in halasana. Come up. Sorry, stay in halasana for 5 breaths. Can you please move that iPad? I cannot see your face. Okay, stay in halasana for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and come up, cross your ankle, keep the hands forward and jump back and go in chaturanga dandasana. And now again we'll finish the downward dog and then jump, come forward and again lie down for halasana. Yes, 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come up and finish the vinyasa. Yes, chaturanga, urdhva mukha svanasana, or you can avoid Urdhva Mukha, go for downward dog, jump forward and again go for vinyasa. 1, 2, we're staying in halasana. 3, 4, 5, come up, cross your legs, keep the hands forward and jump back in chaturanga. Go for downward dog, jump forward and lie down. 4th time halasana. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Come up, cross your legs, jump and go back in chaturanga dandasana and go for downward dog. Jump forward and lie down, go for halasana. 5th time. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Come up, cross your legs, keep the hands forward, jump back, go for chaturanga, go for downward dog, jump forward and go back in halasana. 6th time we are going in halasana. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Come up, cross your legs, jump back in chaturanga dandasana. Inhale Urdhva Mukha, exhale downward dog. You can skip Urdhva Mukha if you want. Now last time you have to do this vinyasa, so jump forward, lie down and go in halasana for the last time. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Finish the vinyasa. Come up, go for chaturanga. Inhale Urdhva Mukha, you can skip if you want downward dog, and relax in child's pose for 5 deep Ujjayi breaths. That was an excellent work. Keep it up. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now we have one last thing in this strength workout, that's called chaturanga push-ups. I know we have done a lot of chaturangas today, but that's how you build strength in your upper body without using any equipment, just your body. So we would like to see your chaturanga from this side. Beginners can do it with knees bent. Can you show just one chaturanga with knee bent? Yes. Rest of you who can do, they can go for full chaturanga. This is the last exercise, last vinyasa of this routine. Take position, full plank position, both the legs straight, and let's go. Keep your elbows in when you go down. 1 and up, 2 and up, 3 and up, 4 and up, 5 and up, 6 and up, 7 and up, 8 and up, 9 and up, 10, last and up. And we are done with our strength workout. It was so nice to have you all with us today. Please like, share and subscribe our channel. Let us know how did it go. Thank you for joining us. Namaste.